Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Hello, everyone. Amy Samsel here. I wanted to talk to you guys about a few things that we do, we do within our community, and how you can help. So I first want to introduce to many of you who don't know me or don't know what I'm involved with. I want to introduce you to the Texturizing Covino, or what PRC is, as well as myself. I'm an eclectic Wiccan. I'm 43. I've been on this path since I was about 18. I started PRC in 2006. The reason being is because the area where I live was not really accessible to a lot of people that were trying to find classes or trying to find like-minded groups. And I worked really hard, and by 2007 it finally became to fruition, to where we were able to teach multiple classes, to have gatherings, to bring together the like-minded people that needed something within our area. And from there, it's now 2018, it has just grown. PRC has grown quite a bit. We, within 4 years of starting PRC, we went out into our communities and we helped. We would do road cleanup. We would go to other organizations and help other organizations with the things that they needed to do, trying to make an impact, a positive impact within our community. So it has grown. And even though we are a closed coven, we don't just accept anybody into the coven. We do teach all kinds of classes. Everything from simple classes like understanding your pendulum, understanding your abilities, to, Wicca basics and advanced Wicca and things like that. So we actually are very diverse in that. And I'm very proud of what PRC has become. I did not know that when I first started this. I really had no idea if it was actually going to work. I was kind of nervous about it, and it's grown exponentially beyond what I could ever have hoped for. So PRC, or Texturizing Covino, we call it PRC. We were trying to bridge that gap that was missing, and we still are. We still teach classes. We still teach a variety of classes at your own home, other areas in the public, at libraries, at coffee shops, some stores. And our class is really not that expensive. I think our highest class would be my Reiki class, but I'll get to that here in a minute. So we offer a large diversity of classes. So I've given all kinds of links in the descriptions. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what PRC does in the community and what a lot of our members do. I'm very happy to share this with you guys. It's a little secret that we've been keeping for a while. We never thought we were going to go in this direction, but we have decided to. PRC has been, for the last 2-3 years, working on becoming a 501c3 nonprofit organization. And it looks like within the next year, so by 2019, we should be able to have our 501c3 nonprofit status. So we're very excited about that. So I wanted to share that little bit of good news. I also wanted to let you guys know the reason that we're starting to come out more, my coven is coming out more, is because when we first started, we were doing a lot of this on our own, a lot of our members. We would go out into the community, we would help, we'd do road cleanup, we would do whatever it is that we felt would better our community. One of the standards, practices that we do within PRC is go out and make your community better, go out and make yourself better. So we've been doing this, like I said before. We've worked with other organizations that we feel follow that same credo. And the longest time, we really didn't tell anybody what we did. or what we do. And some things we still are not. We kind of like to stay behind the scenes on that. However, lately, we've been having a harder and harder time trying to cover things. And we're seeing a larger and larger need out in the community to come together, to band together, to come out of, I guess, hiding, if you'd like to say it, from behind the scenes, to try and get people more involved. So, with that being said, some of the things that are near and dear to PRC's heart are the homeless veterans. I'm going to start with that first because my husband is a Vietnam veteran, okay? And the reason the homeless veterans, and it's not just homeless veterans, it's just the homeless in general. But when we talk about the homeless veterans, I'm not sure if you guys realize there are men and women who fought for our country, who fought in the name of betterment, that are living on the streets, that are not getting the honor and the respect they deserve. And it's disheartening. You know, these men and women, they go to war, they go to places that we could never imagine, did things that we would never be able to imagine. They come home and they're dropped. And it's sickening and it's sad. And then you have the homeless, simply the homeless. And in today's society with very few jobs, with very few help out there. And I'm not a political person, and for those of you that may watch this that are, please understand I'm not doing this as a political post. I just feel that it's sad that we're sending money overseas to other countries to help feed and clothe and build homes. What about our people here? You know, I go through a place like Saginaw. My husband goes to the Saginaw VA quite a bit, and they're wonderful. They give out blankets and stuff like that, but I go through Saginaw, and I look at these homes that are boarded up. I look at these condominium areas that are boarded up, and I keep telling my husband, I wish our world would just somehow, instead of tearing these places down, give them to the homeless, give them to the homeless veterans, have them fix them up, help them, so that we can get these men and women and these children off the streets. You know, they're not looking for handouts. They want to usually work. So the homeless veterans program is a huge thing to me because, again, my husband is a Vietnam veteran. I'm friends with a lot of veterans. My group and I, the PRC, we go out and we hand out blankets in the wintertime. We hand out socks. We hand out mittens. We hand out hats. In the summertime, we hand out Ziploc bags full of soap, a washcloth, a razor, deodorant, a toothbrush, toothpaste, nail clippers. You know, the simple things that make a person feel human. So, I'm going to reach out to you guys today. This is also part of the video. And each of these areas I'm going to talk about, we're asking for your help. You can visit our webpage, www.phoenixrisingcoven.org. We are trying to raise $1,000, or as much as we can, before December 1st of 2018 for the Homeless Veterans Program, Bay County Women's Shelter, the Humane Society, and Pagans in Need. Now, going back to the homeless veterans, any of these, and I will touch on each of them. If you cannot give a monetary donation, then we're always looking for soap, shampoo, razors, gloves, hats to put in our little bags. I was really proud because when we first started doing this 3 years ago, we actually handed out, the first year, we handed out 7 blankets, 8 pairs of hats, 8 pairs of gloves, and 8 socks in the wintertime. the bags that we put together, the soaps, the shampoos, the razors, the nail clippers, I think it was a candy bar, we're only able to hand out 20. This year, I would like to hand out 50 to 100. My hope is 100. So if you cannot donate monetarily, I'm asking you, please, get a hold of me, contact me. You can find me on Facebook as well, Amy Samsel, and say, hey, I have this. I'll come pick it up if I need to. Drop it off to me. We're always looking for donations to hand out in the summertime as well as the winter. The next one I want to talk to you is the Bay Women's Shelter. The Bay County Women's Shelter is something very near and dear to me as well. I love the sense that they are trying to help women and children that are in negative situations to find sanctuary, to get out of that situation, to help them find a job, to help their self-esteem, to protect them, and then to give them the tools that they need to go further. Again, we're asking for monetary donations. However, if you cannot, we're also asking for physical donations. Clothes for the women, purses for the women. The only thing that we ask with clothes is that they are not holed. They don't have holes or anything like that, of course. We're not accepting underwear or bras. And then clothes for children, stuffed animals for children. Because these men and these women and these children are in a situation that they're trying to better themselves, and sometimes they just don't have the money to buy to go out to interviews for clothes or just every day. Usually when they leave a situation, they grab whatever they can, usually themselves, their children, that's it. So the Bay County Women's Shelter. The next one is the Humane Society. I work very well with the Humane Society. I love the Humane Society. My nieces actually are very good friends with the TNR, or the Tag and Release, and they're doing a great job. So Humane Society, great job. I usually work with the Bay County Humane Society, but a Humane Society all along. Again, we're asking for monetary donations. If you cannot, I am asking for pet pads, blankets, bowls, leashes, anything that you want to donate physically to for the Bay County Humane Society, for cats and dogs. And I want you to also think about, adopting. And not just adopting the cute fluffy kittens or the cute fluffy puppies. There are senior dogs out there that need homes too. There are senior cats out there that need homes too. So I implore you to think of that as well. The next one is also near and dear to my heart, and this is Wolf Run Wildlife and Spiritual Sanctuary, WRWSS.org. They are located in Remus, Michigan. They are a 501c3 nonprofit organization who do wonderful things. They do a yearly road cleanup on Earth Day. They have, in August, they have their Harvest Festival. I want to say it's 10th, the 15th or something or another, the year that they've been doing. But that's in August, and you can go onto their website. Again, I've listed it in the description. They plant trees. They were the only ones that actually had planted trees when, and this is a few years back, when trees were destroyed. There in Remus, they actually gathered up money and replanted trees. I believe it was for the school. But not only does Wolf Run help their local community, they help in quite other areas as well. I believe they're partnering with Pagans in Need and stuff too. So it's going to be phenomenal. Wolf Run is 10 acres of beautiful peacefulness. It's my home away from home. I love it there. The people that own it and run it work their hind ends off, let me tell you. I think it was like 2 or 3 years into that I met them and started visiting, and watching them over the years growing and expanding as much as they have has just been so heartwarming. and they've done a lot of work. They've got ritual areas, they've got drumming areas, they've got a Buddha garden. It's amazing. So check them out, help them out. The other ones I wanted to talk about was Pagans in Need in Lansing. This is by Bill Eel. Bill runs this like you wouldn't believe. The guy is a powerhouse, okay, of love and sympathy and empathy. And works his hind end off. He just gathered up food at Convocation this last year. And what he does is not just for pagans, though. He helps out who he can. Pagansinneed.org. Again, it's in the description. They're always looking for monetary donations. We're trying to raise monetary donations for them as well. And if you can't do monetary, get a hold of them. Get a hold of us. We'll accept, unopened foods, non-perishables, anything that you would like to donate. So the reason we're coming out again is, like I said, is because even though our group is about 150 people for Phoenix Rising Coven, it's time to come out. It's time to help in a larger scale. And the only way to do that is to ask our communities, ask our people. And that's why we're doing this. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what PRC events are coming up with the services we do. What I do. Some of our services are readings. I do events and I do parties. I can do phone readings as well. I offer ministry services. I am pagan, yes. However, I worked very, very, very hard. So I actually have ministry in other areas and other religious paths and beliefs. Weddings, hand fastings, funerary services, you name it, I pretty much do it. I do parties, like I said, and the great thing is there's decent prices for my parties, depending on the people that you do, and host and hostess always get free readings. I can do events, Reiki shares. I'm a Usui as well as a few other types of Reiki master. So I can do Reiki shares. I can do Reiki services. If you want a Reiki party, I can do that as well. So our services that are provided can be done in your home, again, other venues, even here in Flint. With every service and with every class that is taught through PRC, the money goes to our charities. I want you guys to be aware of that. Even if I'm out doing an event, a psychic fair, or an event somewhere else, I'm always donating the money that I make to charity. I keep nothing. I'm also an author of the book called The Sigil Precept, Finding a Balance to Our Inner Selves, which can be found on Barnes & Noble's, Ex Libris, not sure what, there's another one. Proceeds that I receive, again, go to charity. So yeah, so it always goes to charity. I did want to talk to you guys about our events that are coming up. Right now, I have until May 31st, ends May 31st, I believe, free giveaway. You get a reading with me at regular price, and you donate an extra $10, your name gets put in for a giveaway. You can find that information on Facebook. We have a ladies' tea and clothing exchange coming up, which is May 20th from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. at All Natural Healing Associates at 5521 South Saginaw. It's a time for us ladies to sit, relax, chit-chat, have some tea, have some goodies. Bring the clothes that you'd like to donate. You're going to have a clothing exchange, and whatever is left goes to the women's shelter. We are doing a Litha picnic June 24th from 1 to 6 p.m. It's a potluck in Carroll Park in Bay City. It's free for everybody. Bring a dish to pass, and Come and have some fun. Then in July is our second year doing this. Sorry, my ankle itches. It is the women's retreat. This is for women only. No men, no children, no nothing. It's just for women. This happens at Wolf Run Wildlife and Spiritual Sanctuary in Remus, Michigan, July 15th through July 12th, through July 15th. The deadline for that is coming up May 1st. It is for 1 day, $15, 2 days for $25, or 4 days for $65. With that, you will get a free breakfast and free dinner. You get a grab bag. And the day's events. If you stay the whole entire 4 days, you get the whole entire. We're going to be doing a high tea ceremony, a wine ceremony, yoga, herb walk, herb scavenger hunts, looking at the 3 aspects of women, the maiden, the mother, and the crone. So you can check us out on Facebook, sign up, get your monies in. Monies from that also goes to charities. Okay? August 5th, we're going to be having a picnic at Auburn Williams Park from 1 to 6. Everyone's welcome. September 23rd, we're going to have a Harvest Thanksgiving from 1 to 6 here at All Natural Healing Associates, 5521 South Saginaw Street in Flint. Everyone's welcome. And then December 23rd from 1 to 6 at ANHA in Flint, our winter potluck. So, if you can donate, monetary, if not, then something else. I'm for hire. All my proceeds go to charities. I've told you a little bit about what PRC is. I'm always asking for feedback. If you have questions, comments, whatever, please go ahead and take a time, and I will definitely get to them. Nothing is off limits. So like, comment, share, and subscribe, and make sure you push that little button so that you can kind of keep up with us. And I'll be uploading more videos soon, and I hope that you're enjoying yourself and this beautiful fine day. And please, in the description, I've given links to what I can. Visit them and let us know what you think. All right? You guys have a great and beautiful day. Blessings.